All right, let's just get right into it. If you've got this nagging feeling that the old rules of marketing just don't work anymore, well, you're absolutely right. The way your customers find you, or more importantly, don't find you, has completely changed. That playbook you've been using for years, it's becoming a relic, and we're going to break down exactly why. So it all kind of starts with this one number, 26%. That's the percentage of Google searches that now end without a single click. Just let that sink in for a second. More than a quarter of the time, people get their answer right there on the results page from an AI summary or a featured snippet. They never even make it to a website. The game has totally changed. And if you're wondering where that attention is going, well, here you go. We're talking 6.5 billion searches happening on Instagram every single day. People are now looking for products, for services, for answers on platforms you might still be thinking of as just social media. Search is so much bigger than Google now. Anil Patel just hits the nail on the head with this. So here's our game plan. We're going to walk through the new playbook. We'll start by looking at why the rules have changed. Then we're going to dive into 3 massive shifts that tie everything together. How search is now everywhere, the rise of AI as a gatekeeper, and why, believe it or not, human connection is your new secret weapon. And then we'll wrap it all up into your new playbook. All right, let's kick things off with the first huge shift. Search is everywhere. You've got to get this idea out of your head that search just means Google. The whole journey of how a customer discovers you has been blown wide open across a dozen different platforms. Okay, so this is a big one. For years, we were all obsessed with the link in bio, right? Trying to get people to leave the app and go to our landing page. Well, platforms like Instagram and LinkedIn hate that now. The moment you try to send someone away, they basically bury your post. The new way, the smart way, is to keep them right where they are. You use tools like ManyChat so someone can just comment with a keyword and boom, you're capturing that lead in their DMs. It's frictionless and the algorithm loves it. And these are the new search engines. Your buyers are jumping all over the place. They might see you on TikTok, go watch your videos on YouTube, and then ask ChatGPT for reviews. If you're not on all these platforms, you're practically invisible. This is what we call search everywhere optimization. You have to be there. So how do you actually do that? It's all about feeding the algorithms the right signals. You need to think in terms of topic clusters, creating a bunch of content around one central idea. And you have to weave your keywords into everything. I'm talking the words you say out loud in your script, the captions, the text you put on the screen, and your descriptions. These platforms are listening to and reading every single layer of your content to figure out what you're about. Okay, now let's get into our second big shift, which builds right on top of the first one, the AI gatekeeper. See, AI isn't just a cool tool for writing emails anymore. It's becoming the main filter people use to find information, which is both a huge threat and a massive new opportunity. But first, we got to talk about this problem, AI slop. It's a real thing. AI was supposed to make us super efficient, but it's often just creating more work. Studies are showing that free and paid AI tools have pretty much the same rate of hallucination, where they just confidently make stuff up. Teams are burning hours fixing mistakes because they trusted the AI blindly. And, side note, some companies are actually blaming AI for layoffs when, really, it's just a convenient cover for hiring too many people. So the takeaway here is simple. Use AI intelligently, not blindly. The top marketers are using it for brainstorming, for getting that first rough draft down, but they would never let it make a final strategic call without a human checking the work. You have to cross-reference the stats, check the sources, and have your own quality control. Let AI be a co-pilot, not the pilot. This right here is how you win the AI game. You have to train models like ChatGPT to see your brand as the go-to authority. This is the new SEO. I'm not kidding. It means creating super specific content, getting links and mentions from other trusted sites, using technical stuff like schema markup, which is just code that helps AI understand your content, and keeping your stuff fresh and updated. And the ad world is about to get a major shakeup too. When ChatGPT really rolls out its ads, it's going to use what's called identity-based targeting. It's not just going to look at what you last searched for. It's going to look at your entire search history to figure out who you are and what you really want. It's like combining Facebook's deep knowledge of who you are with Google's laser-focused search intent. And this means the whole game is changing. You're not competing for keywords anymore. You're competing for associations. You have to teach the AI with crazy specificity who you are and who you help. So you don't just say you're a marketing agency. You say, we help SaaS companies scale from 1 million to 10 million in revenue. That specificity builds the right association in the AI's brain.
And it's going to get even wilder. AI is moving directly into the browser. Pretty soon, a user might not even have to click to your website. Their browser's AI will just scrape the information, summarize it, and give them the answer. Your website is becoming less of a destination and more of a data source for AIs. This means having clean, well-structured content is more important than ever. This all leads us to our third and maybe most important shift. Human connection wins. In a world that's about to be flooded with AI-generated everything, the one thing AI can't fake is genuine human trust. And that right there is your ultimate advantage. And just look at the demand. Nearly 30% of people are watching at least one live stream every single week. But now ask yourself, how many brands are actually going live? Almost none. There is this huge, starving audience out there that is craving real, unscripted connection. And what people want is authenticity, not perfection. They don't want a polished corporate video. Going live regularly builds an incredible bond with your audience. It skyrockets your engagement, and it's a content multiplier. Platforms are even helping you. YouTube will now automatically chop up your long live streams into short, vertical clips for you. You create once, and they'll repurpose it for you.
Now, this is mind-blowing. For the first time in history, language is no longer a real barrier. Thanks to AI-powered auto-dubbing on platforms like YouTube, creators are getting 30 to 50% of their views from languages they don't even speak. Think about that. You now have a global distribution channel at your fingertips. And you can literally start doing this today. Go into your YouTube settings, turn on multi-language audio. On your website, use things called hreflang tags. It just tells Google what language your page is in. Add a simple language selector, and please localize your landing pages. If someone is watching your video dubbed in Spanish, your call to action better be in Spanish too.
So let's bring it all home. Let's build your new marketing playbook. Once you understand how all these shifts connect, you can stop just reacting to every little trend and actually start building a strategy that puts you way ahead of the game.
This table really sums it all up. First, the platform shift. Stop trying to pull people off the platform. Start capturing leads right where they are. Second, the AI transformation. Stop thinking of AI as just a writer. Start treating it as a discovery engine that you need to train. And third, the human imperative. Ditch the polished single-language stuff and embrace authentic, live, global communication. And that really leaves us with one final, crucial question to think about. In this new world, where AI is the gatekeeper to pretty much all discovery, are you actively teaching it who you are and what you do, or are you just crossing your fingers and letting it guess? The answer to that question is going to define your success in 2026 and way beyond.